We live in an age where pain is seen through two very different lenses. When it belongs to others, it is their karma catching up to them, but when it is our own, it becomes a divine test. This is the irony of Kaliyug, where compassion is selective and judgment is swift. The world has always been a place of suffering, but how we perceive that suffering defines our humanity. It's a time when people treat someone else's misery as a punishment, but their own as a spiritual promotion. In the ancient wisdom of Hinduism, karma is the law of cause and effect. Every action has consequences, and every pain is believed to be the result of past deeds. Yet, when we see someone else struggling, we often reduce their suffering to mere punishment as if they deserve it. But when the same suffering touches us, we call it a test from God, a challenge to make us stronger. Why this double standard? Why do we preach detachment when others cry, but seek sympathy when we are in pain? We post quotes about strength when we suffer, but post silence when others do. We light lamps for our peace, but rarely offer a flame for someone else's darkness. Buddha teaches us that suffering, dukkha, is universal. The Buddha said, "Life is suffering not to depress us, but to awaken us to the truth that pain is part of existence." Yet, instead of uniting in this shared experience, we divide ourselves. We look at the beggar on the street and think, he must have done something wrong in his past life, while when we face loss, we ask, why me? The universe does not discriminate in its distribution of pain, only humans do. And that, perhaps, is our biggest tragedy, not the suffering itself, but our unwillingness to connect through it. There is a story of a monk who once saw a scorpion drowning in a river. He reached out to save it, but the scorpion stung him. A bystander laughed and said, "Why bother? It is its nature to sting." The monk replied, "And it is my nature to save. Why should I change my dharma? Just because it refuses to change its own?" This is the essence of true wisdom. To act with compassion, regardless of how the world responds. Because real spirituality is not proven in temples or scriptures, but in the way we hold another's pain as our own. In Kaliyug, the greatest illusion is that we are separate from each other's suffering. We build walls of judgment, thinking that another person's misery has nothing to do with us. But the scriptures remind us, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, the world is one family. When one suffers, the whole universe feels it, whether we acknowledge it or not. The pain of a starving child, the tears of an abandoned elder, the struggles of a broken soul. These are not just their karma, they are reflections of our collective consciousness. Each tear unseen is a kindness missed. Each pain ignored is a lesson delayed. In truth, every cry is a chance to be human. The Bhagavad Gita tells us that the wise see all beings equally. They do not rejoice in others' downfall, nor despair in their own hardships. They understand that life is a balance of joy and sorrow, and both are temporary. When we stop labeling suffering as theirs or ours, we begin to heal not just ourselves, but the world. To see the soul beyond the story, the human behind the mistake. That is where real wisdom begins. A man once complained to his guru, "I am suffering so much. Is this my fate?" The guru smiled and said, "No, this is your lesson. Pain is not your enemy, it is your teacher. But remember, just as you wish for relief, so does every other living being. This is the heart of ahimsa. To wish for others what we wish for ourselves. Because when you truly believe all beings are one, kindness stops being an act. It becomes a responsibility. Perhaps the real test of Kaliyug is not in enduring our own suffering, but in how we respond to the suffering of others. Do we judge or do we help? Do we turn away or extend a hand? The choice we make defines not just our character, but the kind of world we create. In the end, pain is the same, whether it is yours or mine. The only difference is the story we tell ourselves about it. Let us rewrite that story with less judgment, more compassion, and the understanding that in this vast, interconnected existence, no one's suffering is ever truly theirs alone. If you found this video knowledgeable and inspiring, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Healthy Natural Remedies, for more useful, uplifting and motivational content, and share it with those who need it. Until next time, stay motivated, stay inspired and keep shining. Shubham Bhavtu.